Hi, this is your girl CCS come to you with a quick and short video. Tonight's video is entitled What Do MollyWop Means? Alright, so let's dive into it. First of all, I just want to clarify something. I am not a licensed counselor or therapist. I'm simply a survivor of domestic violence, substance abuse, and life on life terms issues and stuff. And I basically come here on YouTube to share my knowledge, my experience, my strength, and my hope with other people that may be experiencing the same things that I am experiencing, in hopes that I can help them out with being able to do the same thing and to help another person who may be going through the same issues. Okay, so tonight's video, as I said, is entitled What is MollyWop? What do MollyWop mean? Okay, so let's dig on into it. MollyWop means, wait a minute, before I even get into that, let me back up a little bit more and stuff. Okay, before I say all of that, just like with any kind of recovery program or any kind of step work and stuff, you're going to realize that there are certain languages that is going to be spoken, and unless you are grounded in that recovery, a lot of stuff is going to go over your head and you won't understand where the person is coming from. The purpose for me creating these videos in my glossary playlist is for you to be able to understand what I'm talking about when I say certain things in my videos. So now that I have explained that, now I will explain to you what the word MollyWop means and the term MollyWop, how it is going to be used when we speak about it in these videos. Okay, the meaning of MollyWop is to be beaten the hell out of by somebody or something without a care in the world, or with a care but by making bad decisions that made you come to the conclusion to do something or allow someone to mollywop you, to be abused by or abusing a person or thing until you or they cannot stand on their own anymore. All right, so now you understand what MollyWop, the definition of MollyWop means. Okay, when I speak about MollyWop, I normally and generally speak about my issues and stuff like that. I consider myself as a MollyWop. The reason why I consider myself as a MollyWop, because I have experienced abuse, coming from, give me a second, I have notes in front of me because I forget a lot of stuff. I could have something right at the tip of my mind and just like that, it'll be snatched away from me. So I have to write notes, visual notes, so I can remember things. Remember, I am recovering too. And remember this also, you are not alone. There are other people out there that is experiencing the same things that you are. But some of them just don't know how to get help, don't know how to ask for help, or have been beaten down so much to the point where they are afraid to ask for help. These videos is created to encourage them to seek help and support for whatever they might be going through. Now, like I said before, I consider myself as a MollyWop. The reason why I consider myself as a MollyWop, firstly, is because, firstly, I am a recovering addict. Um, I have walked all the paths of recovery. I have had a substantial amount of years of sobriety. At one time, I had almost 9 years of sobriety. I relapsed, so I understand the relapse part of sobriety. I understand that after you relapse and come back into recovery process. And I also understand the recovering process of drug addiction. So, being that I have experience in all of those areas and stuff, there are different issues that may come about on those different areas, on those different topics. And I be wanting to share my experience, strength, and hope with other people that may have went through the same thing. So I consider myself as a recovering addict that has been thoroughly mollywopped by her drug addiction. I also consider myself as a mollywop to domestic violence. I have been physically abused. I have been hit. I have been choked. My hair has been pulled. I have been beaten with belts. I have had chargers wrapped around my neck. I have been drugged out of doors. I have had someone spit in my face. I've been through a lot of physical domestic violence. I've also been through a lot of mental domestic violence where I was in a relationship with someone that had narcissistic personality traits. I'm not going to say that they were a narcissist, but they had traits of a narcissist. And it messed with my mental stability to the point where I started rationalizing whether or not my reality was my reality, and started questioning myself about different things about myself. Am I pretty anymore? Do he love me? Um, why am I not enough? What do I need to change about myself? So I have experienced that. I have also experienced spiritual abuse where I was in a relationship with someone who, I'm not going to say portrayed to be, but was considered as a saved person. And this person basically tried to beat his beliefs about God and about God into me in a way and stuff like that was forcefully and stuff like that. And his beliefs sometimes did not match up with my beliefs, but he made me feel wrong for having my own beliefs and my understanding about the God of my understanding. So I have been spiritually abused in that way. I have been verbally abused. I have been called names like ignorant, stupid, dumb, mute, um, what else? Whore, bitch. Um, yeah, I've been called a lot of stuff. Also, I have had I've been sexually abused also at a young age. I was sexually abused by a relative, and I was fondled by another relative at a young age. So I have experienced sexual abuse also. And these these different types of abuse has molded me into the person that I am, and has also showed me a lot of things about myself that I haven't dealt with, and some that I have dealt with, and some things and stuff like that that I still need to work on. So I can say that I have thoroughly been mollywopped by domestic violence predominantly all of my life. Um and life issues. As far as life issues are concerned, I've been mollywopped by my life issues due to my irresponsibility. Um and most of the irresponsibility that I I can recognize that I had was during the time of my drug addiction. Um, I can remember um, basically not being responsible with my money, about to get kicked out of my apartment, not having my lights on, my lights about to get cut off. Like every week, I'm trying to come up with money and stuff like that to cut on my lights and stuff. Basically trying to get up gas money because at the time I was trying to hold down two jobs, but I didn't have a car, so I was depending on other people to help me to get to work. However, I done messed up the money, so I can't pay nobody to get me to my second job. um what else? Let's see. I also have learned and stuff that I have issues with people pleasing and taking on other people's responsibilities and carrying their bags for them. Um, I'm a type of person, I'm a person with a big heart. I love everyone. And if you, excuse me, if you are the type of person and stuff like that, that I feel is very becoming and that I can draw close to, it's not hard for me to open my heart up to somebody and to express love towards that person. And sometimes I can find myself becoming a people pleaser that takes on their responsibilities. I've been in a relationship where I seen where my partner was basically beginning to become irresponsible, and when I tried to give them warnings about, not necessarily warnings, but suggestions and of things to do, and try to show them that, look, you doing this and stuff like that. Y'all excuse me if I say and stuff like that a lot. I say that a lot. It's a part of my personality and it's a part of my speech. I can't help it. A lot of times I do it and don't realize that I'm doing it. So please look over that. Um, but like I was saying, I basically started being such a people pleaser and stuff that I got to the point where I was paying his bills for him. Um, I was making sure he eats. I was cleaning his house up for him. I was basically taking anything that he came to me and said I needed and stuff. I don't care if I had $50 in my account and he called me and said I need 25 of it, I would give it to him. I didn't want him to want for anything. And I was people pleasing because I wasn't putting myself first. I was putting him before me, basically. So I know that I have people pleasing problems and I take on people's responsibilities and I got control issues because I want to fix everything. Um, I also had a lack in my contact with God. Well, not necessarily my lack in contact with God because I've always talked to God. I always prayed to God. I read my Bible and stuff. But it was like, in a sense, I was starting to put things that was going on in my life ahead of what I needed to do to keep my relationship that I have with God consistent. So I basically been mollywopped in all of these areas. So if you ever hear me say the word mollywop or mollywopped, you now know the definition of it. You now have a better understanding of where I'm coming from when I say that word, and you now have knowledge of mollywop. So with that being said, I hope this video was helpful and beneficial to someone. If you need to, reach out to try to find some support in any way, you can always leave a comment below in the comment box. Or if you would like to stay anonymous, or you want the conversation or the communication to be just between me and you can always look on the pages about me or about this channel portion of the page, and my email is found there. So with that being said, I am CCS, and this video is entitled, What is Mollywop? What is Mollywop? All right, you have a nice one.